Morning everyone, Steve from Drive EV. Behind me we've got Hulk loaded up with a leaf that I'm delivering to Britomart of all places. It's going to live on Waiheke Island, so that's the reason for Britomart. So it's about 6 o'clock, 6 AM, and the alarms are going off. Excuse that. And yeah, I've set myself a bit of a challenge to get back for 4 o'clock, mainly because when I told Ned I'd see him at the pub today at 4, he laughed at me, so now it's become a very important deadline. We go to the plateau next door every Friday, so yeah, the plan is to drive up to the Bombays at the hypercharger there and plug Hulk in. I was talking to Adam Metalbob about charging in, unloading in the CBD, and he told me that's not a great idea. I thought maybe there was some secret trucker's spot where you can just swoop in with an 11-metre rig like this and unload, but unfortunately that's not the case. So yeah, driving through Auckland Central is challenging at the best of time without having an 11-metre rig like this. So the plan is basically unhook the trailer, unload the car at Bombay, plug the car into the HPC there, drop the car in town and Uber back. It's going to be a long Uber, but it's the best plan I could think of. Jump in Hulk and hopefully drive all the way home. So it's just going to be a one-stop jobby, which I'm going to be busy while it's charging, so it's sort of almost like yeah, no actual charging time. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Right, yeah, I don't know when I'll post this, but I thought I'd do a quick video seeing as we've stopped. It's freezing. It's 0 degrees. I've got on here, this is the projected range. If you ever do range planning in a Tesla, Tesla Model S, this is quite a cool feature. So basically the trick is keep that number there where you're going, below that number there, and everything will be alright. Before, that number there was significantly lower than that number there, but you get that as you go up the hills. Then yeah, it's this projected range obviously drops pretty fast. So yeah, looking really good. I've got the heater on. I don't usually drive with the heater because I'm an old school EVer. I dress warm, but it's freezing, so I've decided I've got it in range mode, and yeah, I'm driving along at that. I'm at averaging 327 watt hours per kilometre, which is pretty good to say I'm fairly well loaded up. Yeah. Looking good for 4 o'clock at the pub. Right, so I'm here at Hampton Downs. There was a leaf here before. I'm not supposed to be at Hampton Downs, I'm supposed to be at the HPC. We have a rule that we made up the other day that we need to have 15% at Hampton Downs, and as you can see I don't have 15%, I've got 8. I actually had 7. So I plugged into the 22 kilowatt unit. There was a leaf on the 50, and then I shot in to get my trusty keep cup filled up, and the power went off in the cafe momentarily, which I don't know whether it was my fault or not, but we had a leaf, I think it was a 30, so most likely pulling, you know, 45 kilowatt. I was getting 13, which is less than the maximum, so I don't know whether this ABB unit there is sort of being told it's allowed so much power, or but yeah, the power went off for a moment. I came back and then the unit had errored, so it didn't want to charge, but I gave it a quick e-stop and it's charging now at pretty much full power. So I'm going to 15%, and hopefully I'm still on schedule. I've probably lost 20 minutes here, but I'm hoping that I can pick it up. I've got a few yeah, sort of a bit of time unloading and that sort of thing, which I'm hoping I can make up some time, so I will unload fast. But yeah, at Hampton now, next stop, HPC, then into the city. Okay, well, Hulk is charging. I have gone against Mark Buckingham's rule of never unhook. The trailer's in the least annoying place I could park it, which is far, far away from anyone else. I think this car park's actually being developed, so it's way in the corner there, which that shouldn't bother anyone. I didn't charge the Leaf last night, so I'm just giving that a bit of a top up. But yeah, I'm on track, so I pretty much to the minute, so I'm looking pretty good. So yeah, we'll see you at 4 at the pub, boys, Drive V boys. Off to Brito Mart, yay. Hopefully I can find somewhere to stop. I saw Mark's comment there about Sylvia Park. I was just a bit nervous. I don't know, Sylvia Park's a pretty busy place, so I sort of opted for the dearer option probably, but I don't know Sylvia Park that well, so I figured if I turned up there with a tight deadline, it'd be chaos and I'd have a bad day. So where the Bombays, there's just car parks everywhere, because this is obviously a site that's going to grow, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, caused some dramas at the well unit for a moment. I was in the coffee shop just as my coffee was being poured. It was full of people in the cafe there, and it just went pop off and on, and I was sort of like, surely that's got nothing to do with a certain said green machine. But yeah, anyway, bit of fun. So it turned off and on again, so I haven't ruined anyone's day. But yeah, I'm at 80%, so away I go and back to Hulk. All going well. Okay, so I am back at the HPC. It's been a fun morning. After yeah, maybe making the power go out at Hampton Downs, surrounded by a bunch of Rotary buffs, checking out Mad Mike's latest. Luckily my coffee was ready just before the power went out for a moment, and yeah, I, like everyone else, went, whoa, wonder what's going on there, guys. And then yeah, head on out to my bright green Tesla towing a Nissan Leaf. Oops. Rightio, so I'm back at the ChargeNet HPC in the Bombay area, and turns out you can get to Brito Mart and back before Hulk is fully charged. So I arrived at 2%, a calculated 2%. I wasn't planning on stopping at Hampton Downs. I was supposed to get here in one shot. The rule that we made at Drive EV was 15% at Hampton while towing. If you ain't got that, then charge, and charge to 15%, so that's what I did. I arrived there with 9. Arrived there with 9, and yeah, charged up to 15 on the dot, and then just, yeah, sat at 90 on cruise control the whole way up the hill, which is very inefficient, and arrived on 2%, so yeah, that's all good. Fun fact of the day, based on what ChargeNet's unit is saying has gone into Hulk. So when you DC charge, it's much more efficient than AC charge, like significantly more efficient. But based on the ChargeNet app figures, then Hulk's got about 94 usable kilowatt hours. Last time we tested the car about 70,000 Ks ago, which was about 1 year ago, we used the CAN method, and that said it's got about 93 usable kilowatt hours. So yeah, once you get down to the 1s and 2s, it's hard to be super specific, but yeah, it's sort of there or thereabouts, which is cool, and what we expected. But yeah, so one thing, I've made a terrible mistake. Not only am I going to make it to the pub, I don't know if you can see that, that says 2:55, so I'm in for an hour of work.
Hey Steve, you didn't stop for a nap on the way back on Friday, did you?
No.
No, of course you didn't. Alright mate.